Hello, everyone. My name is Lada Clayton, and today I'm going to talk about the Assembly Bill number 2188, which seeks to protect employees from discrimination in employment when it involves the use of cannabis. The Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, signed in September of 2023 the Assembly Bill number 2188, an act that prohibits employers from discriminating against an employee in regards to their cannabis consumption, whether that usage is medical or recreational. The act was signed in September and it went into effect starting on January 1st, 2024. This law significantly changes the relationship between employers and employees when hiring, terminating, or acting on any other employment-related activities. There are pros and cons to this new law, and in this presentation, I'm going to discuss two pros and two cons. The first pro argument is that with the installation of this bill, the employee's privacy is protected from being discriminated against on their off-duty and away from work cannabis consumption. There is new research that supports the fact that marijuana has a considerable number of health benefits, and some of those benefits are it helps people manage chemotherapy side effects that often include appetite loss, nausea, and vomiting. It helps in treating chronic pain, since the combination of THC and CBD can be effective for chronic pain, improves sleep quality, and also aids with migraines, neuropathy, inflammation, bowel diseases, and even some arthritis symptoms. With all those benefits, individuals who use the substance to treat health conditions or for recreational purposes should not be discriminated against. Individuals who use marijuana as a treatment for any disorders or pain will still be able to have their jobs when before they couldn't and will get fired based on a positive for THC in their system. How can a substance used for medical means can be judged by employers as fitting for use or not? The second pro argument is that with the new laws and the acceptance of cannabis use, people with previous prejudice can have now a more balanced perception of what the substance is and its benefits. The legislature declares that the chemical compound THC found in cannabis when found in a person's hair, blood, urine, or other bodily fluids through drug testing does not indicate impairment or incapacity. In studies conducted in California, they found that cannabis medical patients suffer from stress due to the stigma around marijuana use as perceived by those who do not make the use of the substance. Laws that are in favor of protecting individuals who make use of the substance help break preconceived notions and prejudice, since it's becoming legal on more levels and therefore, as a consequence of the legality, more socially acceptable. With reduced stigma, researchers may find it easier to explore the potential therapeutic benefits in its compounds. The first con argument is that because cannabis is still illegal within federal laws, it then creates a clash between California state laws and federal laws, or any other states that have cannabis legally in their accepted. Saying that, the bill excludes employees in the building and construction trades, positions that require federal background checks, and other individuals working under state or federal testing regulations in which cannabis is still legal. There are many loopholes when regarding the discrepancies between state and federal laws involving cannabis. And we can see those differences when, in some states, people are subjected to the minimum sentence, while others in a state that's not legalized yet can receive the highest penalty for a cannabis-related offense. The second con argument is that safety-sensitive industries like transportation, health services, and agriculture demand high alertness and concentration, since their job involves other people's life depending on their own capacity to be free of any impairments. Jobs that require heavy machinery and critical decision-making skills could be safety hazards, since being under the influence can affect motor and response time skills. Passing a drug test with a positive for cannabis does not indicate that the individual is currently under the influence, but rather that he has used the substance within the last few weeks. The law does not prohibit employers from reinforcing a drug-free work environment, so it's up for the employer to be responsible for maintaining a drug-free workplace. Employers in safety-sensitive industry may face legal or liability issues if an employee is under the influence, causes any harm or damages to others or the property. This new act that adds to the existing law, the California Fair Employment and Housing Act, Assembly Bill number 2188, seeks to protect employees from employers regarding medical or recreational marijuana use. With all the pros and cons, I still believe that this act will be more beneficial for those who need it or simply want to make the use of the substance responsibly, since there are a lot of potential health benefits in the use of cannabis. The use of cannabis at a medical and recreational level is positive for individuals in more ways than is negative. And now with this new law, individuals who consume the substance are not liable to lose their jobs over their private consumption. These are the references used in making of this research paper and presentation. And again, my name is Lara Clayton, and thank you so much for watching.